Damn, that was a quick intro. Welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, you got your guys, Kenny, Ryan, and Brian. Yeah, it was a quick intro. I didn't even hear the whole song. I didn't get to I didn't get my Harlem Shake on or none of that. It was just
What?
straight
You know
to
what the
it.
Heard the whole
problem
thing.
is? I left us on the side,
Yeah.
and so that probably threw you off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My apologies. It's my bad.
yeah. This is what happens, guys. When you start winning a couple parlays, you just think you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? We got this guy Ryan just thinks it's easy to bet. He's like BK bets. Just say Ryan bets. What the hell is you
Dude,
guys
basketball's so fun to bet
doing? Yeah, I'm telling
because
you.
there are so many individual like statistics and prop bets that you can do that I like that. It's not like
Yeah.
I don't know, like what do you bet in baseball? Oh, I bet 4 100-mile-an-hour pitches.
No, there's a lot of stats in baseball.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot,
but they're
bro.
not fun to watch.
No, you just don't like baseball, Ryan. That's all. And it's
Dude,
fine.
as long as Embiid isn't in my lineup, I don't care. 'Cause
Speaking
I
of
hate that
baseball, we're gonna go out of the order because I need to get this off my chest. We're just gonna go with baseball first, Brian.
guy.
So
Jeez.
if you guys
carry it.
okay, if I can carry it now because you see I've been tuned, right? Student teacher, right? I've been paying attention. So if you guys have been tracking, so I had a brilliant idea last week. You know, me and Brian, we have a fix. And we like the sports bet. That's just kind of our thing, right? And we try to string Ryan in, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. You guys have a problem, blah 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 blah."
Send
But
us the
I
so-
sent them the
hotline.
Gamblers Anonymous
Get us
like
anonymous
number. Like
right? But lo and behold, he's in here hitting parlays, and he's like, "Ah, it's easy,
I
right?"
just little bit, $10.
Yeah,
$10.
so
Now it's just
I-
free money.
We had this thing, right? And if you guys want to join us, we'll start posting it as well on the page. A girl I went to Temple with, she had this thing. It's like, 10K in 10 days challenge, right? Or pretty much 10K, 10 bets challenge, right? So I told Brian and Ryan. Ryan didn't want to at first. Brian said, okay, of course. So we go in talking about baseball. I get to 20. I didn't even start at 10. I started at $20, right? Because that's the double of 10, right?
Greedy.
So I'm greedy. So I started at day 2 already. I ran it up to 600. I had the brilliant idea of saying I couldn't hold myself. I was like, man, if I win the Padres, then I can take it and I can bet it back on the Warriors. So I got greedy. So I bet 600 on the Padres yesterday, and I have a problem with Matt Carpenter. So the Padres got down the first inning. They hit the Twins hit a home run. They played the Twins, hit a home run. I was like, what the hell, bro? Golly, Kenny, I was mad the whole time. I'm doing my homework, right? I'm in school, so I was doing my homework. 8th inning, Padres. Juan Soto hits a bomb. I said, okay, ties it up. They go into I'm about to say overtime. They go in the 10th inning, right? They go to 10th inning. So I didn't know that baseball had a new rule. What I think they enforced it last year that somebody starts on second. I think it's the last person that was out starts on second, so the game could get sped up faster. So the Padres get to run in. I'm like, okay, we up. Okay, we got a pitch. You know, I hate that baseball has this new thing where they just want to switch out a new pitcher every inning. Because the people don't get a flow, right?
It's not a new
So
thing, man.
I know it's not a new. I'm not talking about I'm not saying it's a new thing, but I hate that it's common. Like it didn't used to be that fast. It isn't one inning out, one inning. Maybe if you were in like the World Series or some playoffs or something like that, but not regular season.
Bro, a couple of years ago they had to institute a rule where you had to face at least 3 batters or finish an inning.
Yeah,
Because
I'm saying
they would bring in a guy for 1 batter and then pull him.
But I'm saying at the level where a guy is struggling, I get it. We had 2 pitchers that was going lights out, right? 2 savers or closer, relief pitcher, whatever you want to call them, that were kind of lights out. So I was like, all right, we're good. Padres go in, Matt Carpenter, punk ass, bases is loaded, 2 outs. All you had to do, bro, is get a hit. You've been 0 for 3 the whole day. I know you've been struggling. Come on, clutch. You're the designated hitter. You have no other job but to get on the base or to send somebody in. Strikes out. Oh, thank you. Next round, I don't want it to sound crazy what I'm saying. Me and my stepfather has this thing, right? We always want to bet on the brother. We always want to bet on the brother. He's like, all right, man, the brother gonna come through. And they never come through. Never. Any sport besides football or basketball, they never come through. All the other sports, they never come through. UFC, get their ass knocked out. Last night, the relief pitcher comes in. Guess what he does? The first pitch, bro, he throws a wild pitch. I said, oh, hell. I said, I knew what this is. The second pitch, wild pitch. Next one, all I see on my screen, because it's not the game now. You can't watch the game. I'm just looking on like the game simulcast. It says hit, run. I said, what the fuck? I was so mad. But anyway, that was two things, right? That was one touching on the Padres, that I like the Padres and they've been effing me all season. And then two, don't be greedy when you guys bet. It's something I'm trying to practice, right? But yeah. Anyway, other than that, the Rays have still been lights out. They right now they're 1-1, I think. Or did they win today? I think they won today. No, they played the Yankees.
Right
they're playing right now as the Yankees.
They might be done.
It started at 7:40, I thought.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So the Yankees is playing the Rays today, but the Rays played the Orioles. I think they went 1-1 with the Orioles, if I'm not mistaken.
The Orioles won that series 2-1.
2-1. Okay, they went 2-1 with them. A surprising game. I like the actually Kansas City Royals. I watched them. They suck, by the way, but that was actually a decent game versus the White Sox. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, I'm in tune to all the sports. I've been watching all of them. They're good. The Mets, complete trash. Have a crazy lineup. Can't get the bat swinging. Kind of similar to the Padres. Who else am I missing? Yankees. Same thing. Boston, miraculously, their bats came out against Atlanta. They beat Atlanta.
Boston is okay right now.
Yeah, they're okay. They're like mixing it back up a little bit, right? So, all in all, baseball is a little interesting for me because I got to kind of pay attention. You know, it's kind of what's hot right now. I got to kind of pay attention to that. So yeah, and then I'll touch on basketball real quick. So far, the Lakers have showed everybody that we're not as bad as you think, right? We're kind of sticking it to Brian right now, telling him to shut his pie hole up a little bit because he didn't think we could do anything. So
hopefully they're not too dizzy to finish the series.
Oh yeah, man, AD goes back and forth all the time. He's like a little injury guy, right? So like we're not worried about him. He's gonna have a concussion. He probably come in there with bandage all over his eye and shit, and it'll probably be really dramatic. But we'll get it done. I think we'll get it done. I hope we get it done.
If he doesn't play, you guys are toast.
No. If he doesn't play, we'll lose. We'll go. It'll be Game 7, and it's going to be real.
And you don't want Game 7.
No, we don't. Because Curry's going to give us 50, and then it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, you want to finish it Game 6.
Yeah,
it's either Lakers win Game 6 or the Warriors win the series. I don't see any other outcome.
I don't know about that, but
I think the Lakers have a chance in Game 7 against the Warriors.
I don't know about that, bro. They don't. Let me tell you something. I've been talking to a couple people this week. Jordan Poole is not it, right? And I've been losing with him on prospects, right? I've been thinking he's gonna get 2 threes. He's not it, right? So the thing that's hurting the Warriors right now is when Curry doesn't perform, they need somebody else to step up. Clay's been back and forth. Some games he has good games, some games he doesn't, right? But Jordan Poole, who was that X factor last year, he's non-existent.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
he's a munch.
The guy that's been giving them something now is Gary Payton Jr.
He didn't. Gary Payton did something yesterday, but you know who did something yesterday? For once, Draymond. Draymond did something for once yesterday.
He was making shots like
I was like
from
weird
3
shots.
I was like looking like what? Like, is this the same guy? Did we go back in the time clock?
Yeah.
But he did
because
something.
That's because his college coach was in the attendance.
Oh, Tom was there.
Yeah, he was there, so that's probably why Draymond.
Yeah, Tom probably lit a fire in his ass. He said, "You didn't not shoot like that at Michigan State." Probably yelled in his ear or something. But either way, that series is going on. So we'll see. I think Game 7 is tomorrow, or is it Saturday?
Game 6 is tomorrow.
6 is tomorrow. Okay, so 6 is tomorrow. The Suns and the Nuggets, I believe, play tonight. It's been back and forth. It's really just KD and Devin Booker versus the Nuggets. That's kind of what you're seeing right now. Jamal Murray has been playing out his mind. The Joker had I think it was Game 2 or Game 3, one of those. He had a 50 point. I think he had 50 points total, right?
I don't remember how many points.
He had something crazy. Yeah, he had a triple double. I think he had like 50 points, something crazy, and still lost. Like he's just be playing out of his mind. Devin Booker is a bucket, and then KD is showing up. So it's gonna be hard for the Suns, I think, coming out of there, even if they do beat the Nuggets, just because those two guys have to play lights out every night, or they're not gonna make it. I don't know if Chris Paul comes back. But it's that's a good series, by the way. It's a good series. So if you want to see score, you want to see like high performance, that's what you're gonna watch. If you want to see grittiness and just dog ball, then you go to the East Coast and then watch the Heat versus the Knicks. That series is just like who's going to be gritty enough. Jimmy Butler is still Jimmy Butler. The must-win games are happening. So like those teams, the Knicks got to win. I don't think they're going to win their next game versus the Heat at Miami. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see.
What's that series right there?
I think it's 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
I think all the series are 3-2.
Yeah.
Well,
depending on tonight. Sorry.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Because did Boston just win?
Boston's playing.
No, they're losing right now.
They gave up like a 14-point lead. Yeah.
So this would be 4-2 then. They'll be done, right?
This will be done.
Yeah.
This is game 6 right now.
Which I told some people that Boston is not going to do it, and they didn't believe me. But it's okay.
It ain't over yet, Kenny. They gotta still play the game.
I hear you. That's a series by itself too that's been good because the X factor who has been James Harden. James Harden's been playing like James Harden. He's been showing up. He's just been consistent. Let me say that. I'm not saying he's giving us 40-point those type of performances in Houston, but he's been consistent in getting everybody else involved. Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese.
I don't know.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been hooping. He's the Jordan Poole of this NBA playoffs thus far. The same way Jordan Poole kind of was that spark and just consistency last year for the Warriors. That's what Tyrese Maxey is doing this year for the 76ers. So I know I was, went on my whole spiel and was just saying everything. What else you got to say, Brian?
I just want to say, like, if Jason Tatum could actually make a shot in the first half in the last 3 games, they probably have already won this series. But dude, he's been horrendous offensively the last 3 games.
We looked at it at the beginning of the half. He was 0 for 11 in this game.
Yeah, he was 0 for 11 to again.
Yes.
Yeah, he had 1 point.
That's 3 straight games now.
The last game he was one. He was 0 for 7 from 3, and then 1 for 8 or something
Terrible.
like that.
It's just
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. I mean, Grant, the Phillies playing good defense. I'm gonna give him credit, but he's still missing open shots too.
Bro, everybody else has to step up.
Yeah. I mean,
Jaylen Brown. He's been
Took the mask off. He's good.
He's been consistent.
He took his mask off, so it's on. He's there tonight.
Bruce Wayne's there.
But
took Batman mask off.
Yeah,
Malcolm Brogdon, where are you at?
He's hitting threes today.
Yeah.
He's hitting threes today, but I'm saying consistently over the series,
Yeah.
he ain't been like that.
You're right.
And then Devin White. What happened to you, my guy? Derek White. Sorry, I don't like why I keep saying Devin because I keep thinking about the football. Right. Derek White, like where are you at? Like your headlines push back and show us your basketball game. It's push back. You're not doing anything right now.
They just need to stop letting Horford try and shoot threes.
I think his headband was too tight.
Oh, you talking about
White.
Yeah, he can't think. You know what it remind me of? His headband so high up, it's like the little watermelon with the rubber band challenge when it's just too tight and it's squeezing. It's about to pop. Yeah.
But Al Horford has been terrible. You're right, Ryan.
He got to hang it up.
Normally, a guy that's making about 35% from 3, he's been under 25 this series. That's not you're gonna lose,
bro. But the thing is, he's never been a good shooter. He just started shooting like that.
But he's been like at least okay. Now he looks bad in this series.
But you know what I hate about these new age? I want to say like power forward centers. Like now everybody, like it's a good fit. You can shoot the 3. But now all they do is shoot the 3. It's like Julius Randle. Like, bro, you are 6'9". Why are you taking 9 or 10 threes a game?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. You're not a guard. You're a big man. Like, he's not even in the post. And Al Horford's the same way. You don't even see Al Horford on the post like that.
But every 2 threes that you make, you've made up for another 2-pointer that you would have otherwise had to take. So... statistically, it's the nerves.
Bro, I don't want to hear nothing about statistically when you shoot
the nerves.
When you
it's the stats.
Kenny,
I thought you hate the stats for baseball,
team,
but you talking about basketball.
Listen. As a team, if you shoot 50% from the field, okay, that's normal. That's pretty normal. 50% is about average. Maybe a little under, like 48. But from 3, if you're shooting 40%, If you're making 40% of your threes versus 50% of all shots, 40% of threes is going to get you more points faster.
Bro, teams are not shooting 40% from three. Let me tell you that right now.
That's probably about the
average is
league.
probably low 30s.
No,
you just shot that off your hip. I know you. You just shot that off your hip.
The median is somewhere between 38 and 40%.
What?
I bet you
no
for team percentages.
Bro, no, it's not. All right,
Ryan,
I'm gonna let.
Don't worry, I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah, because I know Ryan. He's always shooting some shit off his hip. There's no way 40% for the whole entire league. That's the average. Stop it.
Okay, so this year 35%. Yeah, 35%. Last year 34, 34, 34, 34, 32, 29, 27. It's shot up since
because more threes has been taken, but on average though, low 30s. I guess this year you want to round up because it's a 5, round up to a 40 again.
No,
give you something.
35%. Oh, I'm sorry. This year's 34.2. Last year was 35.
Ooh,
it's going down, baby.
Going down. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that with your neck. All right, I'm done.
Hey, whatever.
I did your job for you. You don't get to cover baseball.
Now field goal percentage is 42.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He said 50% for field goal. So every shot somebody
about the relevant teams, okay?
Now relevant. Now it's relevant.
Like the Pacers and
hey, Ryan, doesn't he always do it?
Get this.
He always do it.
Here. Let's talk about the top half of the league, okay?
Okay. Do you think Boston shoots 40%?
Boston, I think they were over 40% for the year.
Yeah, okay. All right, I have nothing else. Let's talk about hockey now.
Pacers were at 36%.
36.
Right,
where's Boston at?
I can look this up all day.
Yeah, where's Boston at?
Celtics team stats.
Yeah.
Guys, for everybody that's watching live in the chat, if you think Ryan is full of bullshit, just put a thumbs up in the chat, please.
Hey man, don't worry about it. 37, we'll round it up to 40. It's good. So, anyways, let's carry on. Let's talk about a little bit of hockey.
Really good,
bro.
The Warriors aren't even at 40%. They're at 38. But go ahead.
Yeah, whatever.
We're talking about the top half of the teams. Go ahead.
Hey man, so let's get NHL. Right now we got the Devils playing the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes have taken control of that series. They're up 3-1. I'm not sure. Is the game still on? It might be over.
I'll check.
Last I saw, it was tied 2-2 in the third period. But anyways, the Hurricanes.
Yeah, still 2-2.
Yeah, the Hurricanes have blown out the Devils every time they won. But when the one game the Devils won, they blew out the Hurricanes. So it's just weird. Hockey's been really weird where there's been a lot of goals scored. The over for games, it's been hitting almost every game. It's like over 90% accurate. Like if you take the over, you're almost guaranteed to hit. I think I saw a stat where it was like all the over sixes were perfect in this series in the second round, and all the over 5.5s, only one missed.
Bro, since Sunday this week, it's only been 2 games that's been less than 5, and that was yesterday with the Maple Leafs and Panthers, and then that was Monday, or not Monday. It was Sunday with sorry.
I thought it was
my bad. Game. It was one game. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. I looked at Saturday. That's my bad.
You're all good. So right now I've been taking all overs. If they're at over 7 to start the game, I'm taking the over 5.5. I don't care. I'll lay the juice because it's a guarantee. It's a slam dunk. It's easy.
Besides tonight, it's 4 right now.
Well, the game ain't over.
Yeah,
it's guaranteed. And I took 5 tonight, so I'm a guaranteed push on that. So it's fine.
No, for sure.
Because tonight I think they're overstarted at 5.5, so I just dropped it down half.
That's what I've been doing too. I think 5, like you said, 5 is a safe thing to do on that.
Yeah, because these games are going to be 3-2. That's your average score.
Yep.
In these games, but when you got a series like the Kraken and Dallas,
oh my gosh,
they both are averaging 4 goals a game in this series. Like, it's unreal. You can take 5.5 comfortably.
7-2, 6-3.
Yeah,
like.
It's been back and forth.
4-2. Like, golly.
Dallas is up 3-2, right?
Right now.
Yeah.
No, it's series is tied. It's 2-2.
Oh, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, they play tonight at 9:30.
They do play tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. Which, by the way, shocker, I'm going to be taking 5.5 on that game. But yeah, that's been a good series. Vegas and Edmonton has been back and forth.
Yeah, they're 2-2 as well.
They're 2-2. Kenny called the blowout on Vegas' side the other night, but I said, Kenny, watch the next game. It's going to be the opposite. And that's
And it
what
was.
happened.
It
That's
was.
why I was like, I'm not picking a team. I'm always sticking to the over on these games. And, Kenny got away with it. He picked the right night to pick the nights. So good for you.
I'm really good at doing the opposite. Like if I see another team play and I look at what's going on and where they're at with hockey, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. This team's gonna go for that. They'll win today.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes you gotta trust your gut.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I took the under. On the Panthers game. Like,
oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I watched it for the beginning. I just did a little bit under.
Yeah. The problem is these teams they just spaz all of a sudden.
No, it was. I just saw it and it was weird though, like how they had it set up. There was a new goalie for Toronto, and then the Panthers are like, oh man, this guy's the best goalie in the playoffs thus far. So I was like, what's the odds, right? Toronto needs to win the game.
Yeah.
What's the odds that it's going to be high scoring again? And I just did it. Whatever. Luck, I guess you could say.
No.
So
it's good intuition.
Skill.
I mean, I didn't bet that game intentionally because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I mean, I felt something was happening. So
Spidey senses.
Yeah, I got that tingle. I was like, no, I'm good on that.
No, I can't bet that one.
But speaking of that series, Florida was up 3-0. The Maple Leafs did win the game the other night, so it's 3-1. It's going back to Toronto. So we'll see. Florida,
no, they're going to
get it. They're going to control it. They're going to win it. I can't see them dropping 4 in a row.
Toronto played yesterday. They had to play really gritty. I don't think they got too much of that. They don't want to play that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As good as Toronto played last night, they only scored 2 goals?
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't feel comfortable if you're Toronto only scoring 2 goals against Florida.
Their players are not showing up. They were talking about, I think their top guys, I think total is like combines like 45 or 50 million. And it's like, man, these guys are not doing nothing. The rest of the team is not even a quarter
of that. That's a lot
of
money in hockey for anyone who don't know that.
Yeah.
That's over half the salary cap right there.
For sure.
So, but I think that's all the series. It's just 4 series. So, yeah. Bet the overs, guys. Alt over. If it says 6, go drop it down to, depending on the juice, either 4.5 or maybe take 5.
Yeah.
And be okay with it. Parlay it with something else that you feel good with, and then
so be okay with it.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's that confident.
Well, you want to have a little comfort in your bet because I mean, some of these games, if you bet the 6 or 7, you're gonna cut it a little close.
You're itching.
You're gonna be up. You're gonna be like watching the screen intently for
for no reason. Yeah.
Just take the comfortable 4.5, 5, and you'll be done with it after the second period. So,
don't be like me with the Padres.
No, do not bet the Padres.
What we got for football, Ryan?
Damn. It's actually a slow. Well, I say a slow week, but the schedule's out. So the schedule got released today for the NFL. So anyone that is looking to go to a game this year, their tickets go on sale basically right now. So if you're trying to get a game,
are we doing a world tour this year?
I don't know.
We should go to a away. I saw a world tour. We should go to a away game. I know Brian is Mr. Truck Driver. He wants to drive everywhere.
Yeah, I'll drive anywhere you guys want to go. You guys want to go to California? We're taking.
I mean, Giants play Buffalo.
They play. We're at Buffalo or in
Buffalo.
We can go there.
Buffalo. The Patriots play Buffalo in New England, I think. Well, obviously they play every year. There's another game. Do you guys play here in Landover? The Commanders? Because the Bills play the Commanders.
We play the East.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then you'll
play. I didn't even look at the schedule, honestly.
We can go to a Jacksonville game. We can go to a Miami game. Buffalo game.
Florida?
Yeah, we can go to Jacksonville game in Florida.
Okay.
We can go to Cardinals game, Eagles game,
Dude,
Bears game. We
look
can
at
so we
the
can
hype.
do some stuff.
Look at the hype on the Lions. The hype on the Lions. They are opening the season against Kansas City. Like
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, that's a like
That's a
from
lot.
a Lions team that like probably got like one primetime game a year.
In Kansas City,
Yeah, they're in Kansas City.
we can go to that game too.
And then look at the hype on the NFC side of things. The Eagles are opening up in New England, so there's a lot of hype in that game as well.
Bro, there's no hype in that game. That's a smash burger. That's a smash burger. Now the Lions game, the Lions actually look pretty decent.
On
And they
paper,
got-
yeah.
Yeah, they got my boy just signed to them, so hopefully he's a starting D tackle for them. That'd be good too.
Yeah.
You guys want to go to Dallas? Patriots playing Dallas.
Hell no. You want to go to
Giants playing
Jerry
Sunday
Lance?
night.
We playing
Here,
in
let's-
Vegas?
Quick pick.
Yeah,
Who you
okay.
taking? Lions, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Right?
No, I'm taking Lions.
Okay.
Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna take the Lions, bro, because the
Can't-
spread is gonna be like 8.5, and I
Well,
like
that's
that.
different. That's spread.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about money just straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's come on.
It's
I'm
fine
not
to
taking.
win
I'm
the
not
game.
taking the Lions straight up.
Panthers at Falcons.
Falcons.
I'll take
Oh.
Falcons. Texans
Oh.
at Ravens.
Texans at Ravens. Come on, bro. That's not even
Oh
close.
yeah, you can go watch Bryce Young's first NFL game.
No, that's not. He's
Or
Bryce Young's
CJ
at the
Stroud.
Panthers.
CJ Stroud.
Nah, bro. I'm
No,
taking the
It's the
Ravens. Bro.
Ravens.
They're going
Saying,
to
it's
smash
home.
breaker.
You can watch that.
I don't
Because-
think people realize what their roster looks like now. Like I don't think people realize that they got weapons.
And it's week 1, and so the Ravens won't have time to have gotten a bunch of torn ACLs yet. So,
Just
if it
wait
was
till
like
they
week-
play on that field.
Right, if it was like week 4 or
They're
5,
playing all away games for their preseason. Did you know
That's
that?
smart. So they can
That's good.
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
very
kidding.
good. No,
But can you imagine?
Oh no,
Can
no.
you
I thought it was true. I said that's very good. They need to take up that field, and then they need to change their practice field up. That shit should be all grass. So, what else? What games you said on
pretty
there?
bad. This is a good one. Bengals at Browns. That's a little division game.
I like the
Bengals are
Browns.
going to smash the Browns.
No, why? Why do you think that?
Because I think that I don't have faith in Deshaun Watson
You-
unless he
no,
shows me something
he
remarkable.
started halfway.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's good. I'm a see it before I believe it.
I
kinda
gotta see
guy.
to
I need
believe
to
it.
see it. Like,
Think
he
about it though,
looked-
bro.
He looked bad.
Think about it. He's been dealing with. He's been out the game for a year and a half, 2 years. He came back halfway through the season. People were like throwing him to the fire. He had to get back into the flow. You weren't good as he is, and then you just lose it. Unless he's going through a Tiger Woods spell. You know what I mean?
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Book it right now. We're going to Giants Stadium on November 26th.
Bro,
do the
before
Giants
Thanksgiving?
It's Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
We're playing
who
the
do- who do
Patriots.
play?
Who do we play?
Patriots are playing the Giants. That's
Okay.
Ryan and I's teams. I mean, come on. We gotta go. It's just right up the highway.
Kenny,
Yeah.
call the Maris. Get us the box seats.
The box seat is gonna be colder than a mother, boy.
Exactly.
That's why we need.
What else is going? Oh, Bucks.
That's what you need the
at,
box seats, huh?
Bucks at Vikings. That's
That might be
It
it.
should be Vikings. I mean, who's at
Should be
quarterback for the
Vikings.
Bucks?
Come on,
Kyle Trask or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, bro.
That's not a slam dunk pick, Kenny.
Huh?
Neither one of them's getting paid any money, so it's whoever plays better in the preseason is going to get.
Bro,
the job.
I was
Baker
being
is
funny.
not good.
I know
Okay.
he's not good. I do not like Baker.
Okay,
I've been telling you that. Did you not hear me talk about the first round draft pick thing last week?
All right. I'm just saying. I mean,
He's trash.
might be trash too, but
Yeah, I think he's
let's give
better
him a
than Baker
chance.
Mayfield.
Let's hope so for Tampa's sake.
All right, so Titans at Saints. Derek Carr's first game, home game.
I like that. I like the Saints.
Um,
It's gonna take a little bit
49ers,
before Will can
49ers
get
at
going.
Steelers.
Quick question: how long do you think it's going to take until Will Levis actually starts?
Half year if they're bad.
And then what do you do with what's his name from Liberty?
Oh, Willis
Willis,
or
yeah.
Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Keep him there.
Yeah.
And here's why: it creates competition so that nobody gets comfortable.
Bro,
Wasn't a ton of draft capital they did for him, right? Was he a
wasn't
third
for either
round,
one.
fourth?
Who?
Neither one of those picks was high.
Willis was a second round pick, right?
So what?
He
Will
was a second. I
Levis?
thought he was a first round pick.
No, he was not.
Will
a
Levis?
first
No,
round.
he slipped out of the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
he's
however, I think that teams were trying to trade up, and like Kansas City, they were calling up to take him in the first, but Kansas City wasn't trading out.
Yeah, he's third round. Good. That's better. For some reason I thought he was like a second round, or first round. And I was like, why the hell did they draft Will Levis? Did they draft him? But no, that makes sense. Third round is nothing. That's
Yeah,
good.
they don't care. There's no capital there. Well, everyone, the hype about Willis or whatever what's his name, Malik Willis when he
Yeah.
came in was that he would be a high draft pick, and Pickett is the only one that went in the first round, and then after that it was like everyone just dropped on them because
And both of
Desmond
those-
Ritter.
Both of those guys are physical. Like they got physical traits, and that's so you basically threw two darts at the dartboard. Hopefully, one of them lands. That's what they're trying for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they gotta get Tanner Hill out of there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's done.
He's like a
Yep.
yeah.
he doesn't take him. He doesn't do anything special.
No.
Cardinals. Wait, did I say 49ers at Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that's
Kenny Pickett's second year. I could see a leap forward by him.
You think he's
but,
gonna have a good year this year?
I could see it.
I think it's the
But I don't know.
protection around him. Honestly,
Yeah.
their defense is always going to be legit because Tomlin knows how to coach, and they got good weapons. But the offensive line is going to determine that team's fate.
But I don't know who's going to be the quarterback for the 49ers week one. It sounds like it might be Trey Lance.
Does
Depending
it
on
matter?
It doesn't matter. They don't. As long as they have someone that can physically throw the ball, they can't rely on. They obviously can't win a playoff game with Christian
Who
McCaffrey
gets to McCaffrey?
throwing the ball.
Maybe if they give him the game plan beforehand, they probably can. But not just mid game. It's still ridiculous how he was throwing bombs in the NFL game, bro. That's still
Yeah.
crazy. Anyway,
This is a snooze fest. Cardinals at the Commanders. No one wants to watch that game. I just don't. I don't like either one of these teams.
That actually might be a high scoring game.
I'm about to say the same thing.
Probably because
No
they.
defenses.
Yeah,
Kyler
doesn't mean
Murray,
it's going to be a
and
good
then-
game.
And then what's his name? That's is the camp they just got there. The Browns back up. Jacoby Brissett. He's there.
Yeah.
He actually does not play bad, bro. He's just a game manager. He doesn't play bad. He got some games every now and then. So I can see that game being a 28, 26, 28, 30 type of game. Hitting the over. The over probably will come in at 41, 42. They're not going to give him no points.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
has nothing to do with whether or not it's going to be a good game. It's just it's very similar to how the Lions were good last year. They were in shootouts. They didn't have a
So
ton
those
of
games are not
defense.
good to you?
Not coming like they're not interesting to watch for me. No, they're
You
not.
do want to watch a defensive game? This is 1942?
No, I just want to watch like good. Like I don't like any of the skill position players on the Cardinals besides DeAndre Hopkins, and I don't think he's there week one. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a big fan, and I don't like Kyler Murray. I'm not a fan of him.
So since you're not a fan of the team, of their skill players, then it's not a good game?
I'm just not entertained to watch. No. Terry McLaurin, maybe. But I'm not tuning in to watch Brian Robinson run the ball.
I just watch the game just to watch the game. It really doesn't matter who's at the positions. Like if the
Well-
game is good, it's good.
I mean, let's be honest. We're not going to be watching any of those games. We're going to be watching Red Zone anyways because
Yeah, and they're like maybe they'll be in the red zone.
No, I don't support Red Zone. I'm not buying that.
Oh my god. Shut up. Jordan Love's first game is going to be against the Bears.
and the Bears are
in-
gonna take
in-
back ownership.
Soldier Field. Yeah.
Take back ownership.
Yeah.
Raiders at Broncos.
I think it's a bounce back a year for Russell Wilson for sure.
Well, yeah, when you got a good coach,
Yeah.
things can change.
How
But
high do you think he's going to get drafted in fantasy this year?
Russell Wilson,
Yeah,
Russell, I think he slips a lot.
yeah,
I think a lot of people like
they got
miss
burned
out on
last
him.
year.
definitely got burned.
You know, when you get burned, you're like, nah, never again.
And then he's going to come out this year with a steal. Sean Payton's going to bring him back to life, and he's going to throw crazy.
Listen, I drafted no joke. I drafted Keenan Allen the year that he got a lacerated kidney. Okay, and then he was on my do not draft list for like 3 years after that.
And he's
Because-
been good ever since.
Ever
and he's been
since,
ever since he's been good. But guess what?
oh, not
For like
that
3 years, I was like, nope.
That's how I feel about Christian McCaffrey. I took him that one year. I had the first overall pick. I said I wasn't going to take him. I still took him. Next thing you know, bro, was high ankle sprain out for like 6 weeks. Came back, pulled hamstring. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Bum.
But when he
Ha-
plays, he's so good.
He's so good, yeah.
Yeah, but who cares about that? I want consistency. Same thing
Yeah,
with
that's
Dalvin
what he
Cook
gives you consistently 20 points.
Yeah.
when he plays.
Yeah. Hey, Dolphins at the Chargers, week 1,
It's gonna be a good
425 shootout. That's going to be that to me is an interesting game to watch.
Because you like the players.
Yeah, and the offense. Dude, Ron Rivera is just gonna be like running the clock out with the Commanders. I don't have time to watch this shit. The game will be over in like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
I can watch 2 innings of baseball and the game's over already.
Oh, stop.
All right, so Philly gets to start with a loss week 1, or gets to start with a win week 1 because they get to play the Patriots. That's pretty weak game, week 1. Rams at the Seahawks, and then Sunday Night Football is Cowboys at the Giants. Oh, and then Monday Night Football is Bills at the Jets. So Aaron Rodgers' first game is going to be a Monday Night Football game.
And he's gonna start off with a loss.
Rodgers, yeah, with the Bills. That's not an easy schedule, but I mean, you went to play against that team twice a year, so good luck.
I don't think he had much of a choice, honestly.
Yeah, he didn't.
Not
That's
really.
all I
don't
got
think-
for the football.
I don't think anybody else really wanted him, or was going to pay enough for Green Bay to trade. So
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Before we let the people go, I wanted you guys to take on contracts, right? So like hot takes, like hot cakes. This is what I got. They had released something talk about Shohei possibly getting $600 million for a baseball contract. And I wanted you guys to take on that. Is that a smart thing? Dumb
How many
thing?
years is that?
So they had a projection base. So I think they said if it's 6 or 7 years, it's looking like 500 million. 8 to 10 years, like 550, and then for 12 to 14, around just 600 million.
yeah, it's going to be over 12 years.
But do you think that's even smart though?
Smart. I mean, baseball has no cap, so what does it matter? It's all about how much you're willing to pay.
What's the luxury tax? Explain that to me, Brad.
So basically, the luxury tax is set at a certain level. It's like 210 or 215 million or something like that. Once you exceed it, there's like steps to it. It's just like the NBA where you have, or no, the NBA is by year. Never mind. So you have steps. So you'll like hit the first threshold. You have to pay a certain tax, and then once you hit the next threshold, you have to pay an even higher percentage on that amount of money. It's just like taxes in real life, income taxes. Like you have certain brackets. So basically, it's incremental. So that's why you have like teams right now that have like a $400 million payroll. Like
That's why the Mets
insane.
don't care,
right
because
they're
they got
in
a
New
hedge
York.
fund owner. He's like, man, if we win, I don't care.
Yep. Yeah. So, but I don't know the exact figures as far as how much they get taxed or whatever. But I know like a team like the Yankees, or not the Yankees, like maybe like the Dodgers or something, they're probably paying like $20 million in taxes every year, something like that. So I have no idea what the Mets are going to look like this year. I haven't looked at their salaries.
They look like trash, but whatever. The hardest contract they got on theirs right now is Francisco Lindor. They got him for $341 million, 10-year contract.
Yeah, that's gross.
Think about this, bro. I was looking at those contracts and I was like, man, that might be the craziest contract of all time, but it's not. You know who has the craziest contract of all time? Messi.
No.
Well, yeah, soccer is ridiculous.
4-year deal, $674 million.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting 168.5 a year.
Yeah.
Think about this though. Ronaldo just signed a $536 million deal for 2.5 years.
Yeah. So those teams. First off, the foreign money is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that's not like money that's here.
That's not
money
regular.
overseas money.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to know where they got that from. But
Yeah.
anyways, my next point is the same thing with like MLS. They talked about like American soccer. They were talking about bringing Messi over to MLS, and they'll pay him a ridiculous amount. And then they were talking about having the league group money together to basically get this guy to come and play for one of the teams. And the reason for that is because they just want to fill the stadium, because they get their revenue from stadium and all the advertisements. And these players, they bring people to the stadium to watch.
Yeah.
Messi, so they'll be like, they are recouping all that money. Saudi Arabia, they're recouping all that money.
Yeah, Messi and Ronaldo are like some of the highest followed athletes. I think Ronaldo's number 1 and Messi's like number 3 or 4 behind like LeBron and somebody else. It's for like the highest followed athletes on social media.
Well, yeah, but you also have to remember their market is international.
That's true
It's
too.
the whole world.
Well,
Everybody watches soccer.
Bro,
NFL, you have obviously the U.S. and then you have
everybody watches
like
the NFL,
Germany
but
and
soccer is
and
just
London
different.
or whatever. But yeah, everybody watches soccer worldwide. So
I watch soccer every weekend.
Could you imagine those game checks though? You getting $214 million a year.
was it like a $20 million game check? Like what's that?
Like you getting a $5-10 million game check every time, and he's playing in Saudi Arabia, so it's like they're not playing the same amount of games as he's doing in the La Liga and things like that. I don't know. I don't even know if the Saudi Arabia league is inside of like the Champions League and things like that.
No, it's its own league.
Yeah, but I'm saying, sometimes there's some conferences, or is it conferences or is it whatever? Like the La Liga will come down, the European
regulation.
Yeah.
So
the
like
Premier League, and then they
Premier
go down
League,
to
they'll come down and like they're all playing like the Champions League. So you'll see other teams play outside teams. So almost like I was wondering if they are in that association. FC Barcelona, their payroll is crazy too, because they're paying Messi and Mbappe. And he's gonna get a crazy check too.
Yeah, he is.
So
yeah, soccer's its own beast. You can't compare that. But going back to Shohei real quick, you're basically fulfilling 2 positions with him. So in that regard, he is worth the extra money that he will get, because he's a starting pitcher and he plays the field for you whenever he's not the starting pitcher. So he's worth it. And he's one of the top at both pitching and hitting. So why not?
if it pans out, I think you look smart. But if it doesn't pan out, then of course you're gonna be like, oh, you're a dummy for doing it. So I think it's one of those situations.
Ryan just his maxi bet.
So did you? Yeah, I did. Because Harris just got his second rebound. Listen, so you remember we started with 10 like 2 days ago. I started with $10 2 days ago, and then I told you I hit twice, and I had 380 in there yesterday. So I just threw $300 on this 3-game parlay. I made $2,300. Yeah, I did Maxey for 20, Tobias Harris for 6 rebounds, and Jason Tatum for 6 assists. $300 plus $699. Just basketball's easy, bro.
Oh my god!
So now you could pull like a grand out and bet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull
tomorrow.
a grand back, and then I'll keep playing.
Yo.
Dude, with 5 minutes left in the game, I'm like sweating because I'm like, dude, he had
not even
4.
focused. I was like, why is he
got,
so quiet?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because he's waiting.
I'm
Now he's
sitting here
deep.
looking up and down, up and down.
I'm
Like,
I'm watching the game too.
I don't even know. I have the Celtics money line.
That's good. They're at 5 right now. 2
I have
minutes left.
Jason Tatum over 3.5 assists.
Oh,
you got
he
that.
blew that out.
I have
Yeah,
Joel Embiid. I have Joel Embiid 2 assists.
I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't think he passes.
Let's let the people go. We're here talking.
Yeah,
hey, by the way, guys, so we're gonna wrap this up. I know you guys don't want to hear this, but if you guys are interested, I guess right now Ryan and Brian got the hot hand. My hand is kind of hot, but theirs is like boiling kettle hot.
Kenny's gonna lead you astray eventually because he gets too he's like too ready to make that next bet.
I listen.
One a day. Better. Just do one a day.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I've.
One a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah,
Kenny.
Exactly. One a day is gonna keep
the
bank away, Kenny.
If I need to practice that discipline because if I have that discipline, I'm on their ass because I pick good picks.
Yeah.
I just gotta reel it in because I'm more mad because what Ryan is experiencing, I was supposed to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? He's like,
I'm actually happy for him because I'm happy because in a selfish way because he's gonna keep betting now.
Yeah, he's going. But think about it, bro. He started for $10 2 days ago. He went $10, $30. He went $10, $80, $300. He just ran that bitch to $2,300, 4 days. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, Brian's like, wow, basketball is the same people, and it's crazy because it's like he's like Max Strauss 4 threes. I'm like, what?
Yeah, all I do, it's the stupidest thing ever. I just look up their name and I look at the game logs and I'm like, oh man, it's easier during.
He didn't hit 4 threes like 4 or 5 games ago. He's been 2 for 3, 3 for 10. He's like, 4 threes hit.
Yeah.
It is a little easier now. Like I will say I like doing it now. Like I played a little bit during the regular season, but it was hard because like guys aren't going to play. They're resting. They get taken out halfway through because they're like, oh, we blew them out. Like this is playoffs. Like they're playing like almost 40 minutes like a game. Like,
yeah.
So
that's good. I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations on it. That's big. Put in your pocket $2,300. I know our producer. She's going to be happy. She's going to be like, all right, go ahead. Keep betting, bro. Keep betting, bro.
Yeah. Oh, so, you got a side hustle now.
You got a side hustle. I appreciate you. Anyway, everybody that tuned in, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for tapping in again. Make sure you follow, subscribe on YouTube, all the social media. We just appreciate the support, man. If there's anything y'all want to see, just leave it in the comments. If y'all want us to start posting the pics we're making, because I guess these guys are heating up, I'll start doing that as well. We can just start doing that to the page as well. But anyway, we appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Be safe out there. Peace.
Let's go, Celtics.
Oh, wait. I got to do the outro. Say what?
Cue it.
He's so geeked.